5 minutes, too less a time to actually talk about what my life's been. So I'm going to talk about how do you face your fears and how you could be fearless. Both are very different, okay? Face your fears and be fearless. Whenever we face our fears, it's very important, you know, fear is nothing, there's nothing wrong with fears. Fears have to come. The problem is, how do we react to fears? What do the fears do to us? That fear is that little niggling voice behind your ears which tells you something is going to go wrong, or everything's going to be dead, everything's going to actually collapse. That's not the fact. That's not the fact. Fears actually make you learn. Fears tell you where your courage steps in. Field Marshal Sam Manockshaw said, "Fear is a reaction, but courage is a decision." And that's what one needs to take. In 10 years, when I became an entrepreneur, starting the beer cafe, it happened because of fear. I had fear of not going back to a corporate rat race. I used to work for a corporate, and I started as an entrepreneur. I did a very successful golf business, and it collapsed. Like any business, you take the risk, things will not work out. It collapsed. And that was the most fearful night for us. For 2 or 3 nights, me and my wife would actually have this fear, what will happen to us? Where will we go from here? But like I said, the courage took over. I said, I'm going to start all over again. I mortgaged my house. So that was the first bankruptcy I went, mortgaged the house. And that's why I said there are 3 business partners in my life, me, my wife, and my house. And this is year 2012, built the beer cafe company, built it as the largest chain in India, reached 50 outlets, 20 cities, and then COVID hit. Now imagine COVID has been a life-turning moment for all of us. It's affected us in many ways than anything else could have. Absolutely unprecedented. That was my second chance, or the second turn, with again a bankruptcy, where all our institutional investors ran away and said, you know what, we've got nothing to do with you, because aviation, entertainment, as well as hospitality is something that nobody was looking at during COVID. And that's the stage where the second time, the same house that we live in, I had to again mortgage it and restarted it. Now, this all comes from, like I said, face your fear. Fear, your failure will happen. But if you face it and you're courageous enough to actually overcome it, because every time you fail, every time you have a fear, you also open a window of opportunities, a window of something which is possible, which you didn't know. And that's what happened to me. You know, got that mortgage out, restarted from scratch again, built the company again, and then somebody came looking at us and said, you know what, you're an interesting company, let's merge with you. Like I said, absolutely unprecedented. It's the only reason for that is that you have to face your fears and overcome it. There are 2 things that I keep telling everyone. And this is something that I keep doing this in my office the whole day. And they said, you know what, you are so positive and you got so much of, let's say, a spring inside you. And the reason for that is very simple. I just keep telling everybody, thakna mana hai. You know, aapko thakna mana hai. This is an industry, a food service industry that we're all part of. Extremely, extremely tireless. You need to keep grinding. And like I said, be courageous, and now I would also say, darna mana hai. So please guys, whoever is starting off in this industry, whoever is already in this industry, face your fears, be courageous, thakna mana hai and darna mana hai. Thank you very much.